The Elder Scrolls Balcony Fall, Germany, 2015. A 20-year-old man became fascinated with a stunt from the Elder Scrolls and decided to recreate a jump onto a lower balcony in his apartment complex. Witnesses said he looked confident, pacing, checking his footing, preparing for the leap. But something went wrong. He misjudged the distance, his legs slipped mid-air, and he fell. Paramedics arrived within minutes, but it was already too late. VR climbing accident, Australia, 2021. 16-year-old Emma was immersed in a VR headset simulating a mountain climb. Her living room became a virtual cliffside, complete with wind sounds and digital ledges. Excited, she tried to climb furniture to mimic the movements from the simulation. Friends later recalled seeing her lose balance, reaching out instinctively for support, but there was nothing solid enough to catch her. She fell hard onto the floor, sustaining injuries that proved fatal. Paramedics arrived immediately, but she could not be revived. Mario Kart karting accident, Germany, 2019. A group of teenagers attempted to recreate a Mario Kart race on a private go-kart track. One 16-year-old, thrilled by the speed and excitement, ignored basic safety precautions. He lost control of his go-kart, skidding into a barrier at high speed. Witnesses described the chaos, friends screaming, other drivers swerving, and the terrible impact. He suffered fatal injuries on the spot. Authorities emphasized that imitation of video games can be deadly, even in controlled environments. VR parkour experiment, Japan, 2021. 15-year-old Yuki had been training in parkour for months, but a VR obstacle course seemed irresistible. Wearing the headset, she was transported into a virtual world full of ledges, jumps, and platforms. Engrossed in the game, she misjudged a real balcony's edge and fell from the second story. Friends and family rushed to help, but she succumbed to her injuries before paramedics could arrive. VR swordplay incident, UK, 2022. 18-year-old Liam practiced sword fighting in VR. The headset tracked every swing, and he swung his controller with intensity, imagining himself dueling a formidable opponent. In a moment of overexertion, he lost footing and fell onto the concrete floor of his bedroom. Doctors later confirmed multiple fractures and internal injuries that proved fatal.